lot of queries from students asking whether they should drop an year to prepare for IIT JEE or not. So we came up with this video to help those guys. We'll discuss all the points that one must consider while making this decision, and of course then final decision will be all yours. So these are the two lines of thought in which I have divided this video. One from the point of view of a person who is getting admission into some average college but not into IITs or the tier 1 colleges, and the other point of view is from a person who is not getting admission into even an average college. So the pressure points are different, and the things that they must keep in mind will also vary depending on their situation. So we'll discuss first for the students who are getting admission into some average colleges but not into IITs. So in order to make this decision to drop an year, you must consider what difference will it make if you are not in IITs or if you are in an average college instead. So first is, if you are thinking of pursuing higher education from India like MBA, MTech, etc., then it does not matter from which college you are doing the graduation. But if you are considering doing it from some foreign universities, and some Indian universities also like SP Jan give weightage to your profile, and that's when they consider graduating colleges very seriously. If you wish to hit a job into a top-notch company like Google, Microsoft or Facebook, they usually do not land up in tier 2 or 3 colleges for placement. But apart from these companies, the average colleges do promise you a good placement, especially in IITs, especially in IT field. And if you seriously consider ACADS and remain in good rankers of your college, then you have a good chance to get a very good placement even being in an average college. And there are other benefits also of graduating from one of the best colleges of our country. You will have a competitive peer group to study along with. This keeps you pushing yourself harder to deliver your best. You learn a lot of things from people around you than just technical stuff. And good colleges have a good infrastructure also, which promotes its students in a lot of other activities apart from just academics, like research, projects, sports, culture and business plans, etc. Socially also, you will definitely see some privileges and reputation being an IITian or being a student from a tier 1 college. But ultimately, choose your own priorities and goal of life and then make a decision. And these are the things that you must keep in mind while making while setting your priorities. And for the students who are not getting admission into even an average college, then if you are absolutely convinced of doing an engineering, then you hardly have a choice. You have to drop an year. There is no other choice, unless you are willing to do it from some college which is present in every street, and they fakely boast about their great placement records but ultimately leave you struggling for the rest of your life. But you can consider other career options also, which are non-engineering domains, and certainly you can proceed under these domains too, which have a great scope. It's just some career counseling which you will require. The second question is that can dropping an year actually help me improve my rank? So again, two things will play a major role: your attitude and potential, and some of the facts also I will share with you. So from the stats point of view, approximately 30% of the students who got into IIT JEE, who got into IITs in 2013 were droppers, and in 2012 this was just 20%. So if you ask me whether droppers get into IITs, of course they do, from 30 to 40%, and these are the distributions from various IITs also, which are good in number. And if you personally ask me, I converted a 25,000 rank into 1500 rank in AIEEE, a 247 BitSat score to 347 score, no rank in IIT JEE to a 4500 JEE rank. So if you can work consistently throughout this year, you can certainly improve your ranks a lot. And the role your attitude and potential will play is going to be a significant one. How do you analyze it? Well, asking the following questions may help you. So first is that how good you have been performing in your school, in your boards, etc. Whether you are a good student or not, and whether you believe in your study skills a lot or not, is something that you should keep in mind. Have you ever seen change in your performance and result by change in attitude? When you will have a different attitude this year, do you expect the results to change? Also will be decided based on the performance improvements that you have seen in earlier years. For example, I was nowhere in first 3 or first 5 ranks till 9th class, but then I finally got rank 1 in 10th. That was just a shift in attitude, and I became more sincere then onwards. So if something like that has happened with you, then this thing you can consider as a positive point. And do you have the right reasons, priorities and resources to stay motivated for a sincere 1 year or not? The same thing which I just told you. Right, so what will change during this 1 year? What are the positives and negatives that you will see during this drop year is something that we'll discuss. And I'll not only discuss the difficulties but also the solutions that can overcome those difficulties. First is that it gets tough to keep one constantly motivated and follow a strict schedule to stay on track throughout the year. And if you think that this is a problem that may arise in front of you, you have a tendency of procrastinating things, then this might happen that you end up not studying at all for an entire week and thinking that there is an entire year lying ahead of me, I can study later also. If you have that kind of attitude, then the solution is that you better join a coaching center. They keep a strict schedule, and a time is there, fixed time, in which they promise you to complete the complete syllabus. And if your syllabus will constantly progress in the classes, then this will force you to match pace with the syllabus, and so that things do not pile up and you do not lose track. Since it's just studies which you will have to dedicate an entire year for, the monotony it brings might demotivate you. So I would suggest you stay involved in other things also. You hang out with friends, relatives, pursue your hobbies, sports, etc. But schedule them. Like once in a week or 1 hour a day will do. So these are not time wastage things. These are fuel. They will fuel your brain engine every time it gets drained, and with those study pressures, etc. Last thing is that a high morale is the most difficult thing to maintain throughout a year, and apprehensions will keep on building. Your mock tests will not go well. This will only galvanize the fear of failure. But the only solution to this problem is that you analyze your own mental state and then make a decision. Once you have made the choice, then there is no looking back. If you can promise this thing to yourself that you are ready to face this and you will not allow these feelings to jeopardize your confidence and aspiration, then only you should go for dropping any year. Right, so some positives are also that you're getting a second chance to rectify the mistakes that you made previously. You still hold a chance to study in your dream institute, and this itself should be a very positive and motivating thing for you. You will have absolutely no side pressures like boards or attendance, practicals, etc. It's just the JEE preparation that you will have to do for an entire year. You can dedicate your entire time, as many hours as you want, for this purpose. Even if you fail, you can still opt for non-engineering graduation courses which embrace you with the same will as they embrace a fresher at a mere cost of affidavit that you will have to produce for a gap year. And if you could not do good in boards also, then you also have a chance of improving there if you decide to drop. So these are the positive things that you can think of. And the last thing I would like to mention is that there is no right or wrong decision, guys. You just take a decision and then prove it right. That's all you have to do. It's a quote by Ratan Tata, and it's something that I have followed my entire life and would suggest you guys to follow also. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much. Hope this will help many of you.